the current affairs today. India is going to host all the countries for World Environmental Day 2018. India is going to become a global host. India is going to become a global host for World Environmental Day 2018. June 5th every year on June 5th, we conduct International Environmental Day. And we conduct International Environmental Day on June 5th because the first ever International Environmental Summit, Stockholm Summit, was held on June 5th, 1972. The first ever International Environmental Summit, Stockholm Summit, was held on June 5th, 1972. For that reason, June 5th is considered as International Environmental Day. The theme of International Environmental Day 2018 is going to be plastic pollution. The theme is plastic pollution. This is the first thing you have to remember. In 2018, India is going to host Global Environmental Day, June 5th, and the theme is plastic pollution. Next important current affairs, it have appeared in yesterday's newspapers. 42 Indian languages heading towards extinction. 42 Indian languages heading towards extinction. In this year's mains, missing languages, missing dialects, missing languages might be our question in mains. 42 languages or dialects are considered to be endangered, are believed to be extinct in India. A list was prepared by UNESCO mentioned that 42 languages are critically endangered in India. Not the birds or animals, not just the birds and animals, but 42 languages are critically endangered in India. The Central Institute of Indian Languages, CIIL, the Central Institute of Indian Languages, CIIL, Mysore, is working for the protection and preservation of these languages. CIIL, you may get a prelims question. Which institute in India will protect and preserve the language in India? Central Institute of Indian Languages, located at Mysore. Central Institute of Indian Languages, located at Mysore, will protect and preserve languages in India. This is very important thing. Central Institute of Indian Languages, located at Mysore. Next, Home Ministry is organizing Watan Ko Jano program. Home Ministry is organizing Watan Ko Jano program. This is related to youth in Jammu Kashmir. In order to discourage youth to get attracted towards terrorism, the Home Ministry of the Government of India is organizing a program called Watan Ko Jano program. It is organized jointly by Ministry of Home Affairs, Central Government, and Jammu Kashmir State Rehabilitation Council, Social Welfare Department. The aim of this program is to give exposure to the youth in the Jammu Kashmir about the cultural and socio-economic aspects, of Jammu Kashmir. It is a youth exchange program. The major aim is to keep youth away from militancy. Watan Ko Jano program, the major aim is to keep the youth away from militancy. Next, Myanmar dam on border worries Manipur village. A dam on the river Twigem, Twigem. A dam on the river Twigem in Myanmar is worrying bordering village of Manipur. It may lead to submergence of border village. This dam in Myanmar on the river Twigem might submerge a village in Manipur. Myanmar government is constructing a dam on the river Vijam, Twigem. Manipur people are worrying that it might submerge the border village in Manipur. This is one of the important aspects. Next, hyperloop between Mumbai and Pune. Already we have hyperloop project in Amaravati, Andhra Pradesh, Vijayawada and Amaravati in that particular area. Now hyperloop Bombay and Pune also under consideration. Hyperloop transport system is a transport system where a pod-like vehicle is propelled through a near vacuum tube connecting cities. A pod-like vehicle connecting through two cities. There will be some vehicle structure. It will be connecting through two cities. You can see this hyperloop in the internet. If you see the image, you won't forget. Hyperloop, how it works. There will be a structure where a pod-like vehicle will be moving very fast. Generally, we will see this in the Hollywood movies. Now it is entering into India also. You can watch this, what is hyperloop in the internet. Bombay, Pune, we are going to have hyperloop. Already the project is started in Amaravati. Agni 2 ballistic missile successfully tested. Surface to surface Agni 2 missile with a range of 2000 kilometers successfully tested from Wheeler Islands, also called as Abdul Kalam Islands. It is a two-stage nuclear capable surface to surface missile developed by DRDO. Agni is indigenously developed by DRDO. Its strike range is 2000 kilometers, which can be increased up to 3000 by reducing payload. The strike range of Agni 2 is 2000 kilometers. Its strike range can be increased if we reduce the payload of Agni 2. And Northeast Venture Fund. In order to bid to develop Northeast, particularly favorite destination towards Northeast and tourism and other things in the Northeast, and for youth startups, there is a fund created by the government called Northeast Venture Fund, set up by Northeastern Development Financial Corporation Limited. Northeast Development Finance Corporation. The fund will give loans to young entrepreneurs, generally to all entrepreneurs, but mostly to young entrepreneurs who wanted to start up, who wanted to have a startup in near the Northeast region. In the Northeast region, if somebody wanted to encourage startups, this fund is important. Apart from that, Aam Aadmi Party MLA seems that they have assaulted Delhi Chief Secretary. Attack on government servant is a very serious thing. In IP, it is also a crime under Indian Penal Code. It is also a crime under Indian Penal Code. Now government is going to take seriously all these issues. So there is an attack on, it seems that there is an alleged assault on Aam Aadmi Party, assault on Chief Secretary of Delhi by Aam Aadmi Party MLAs. So that we have to look in. Next important editorial today is about a deeper malady. Already we are facing 11,500 crore scam of Punjab National Bank, and there is one more scam that was unearthed called Rotomac scam. It's around 3,695 crores, 3695 crores. Rotomac scam 3,695 crores. In this scam, as you all know, there is a collusion between the company and bank, and consortium of banks gave loans without ascertaining that whether the money is being used for the purpose for which they have taken. Most of the funds which was given as loan was diverted. It was diverted to purchase other things like jewelry, gems and other things, and topmost default is Rotomac in Bank of Baroda, and most of the banks defrauded, and delaying the banks and delaying giving notice to these authorities and recovery, seems to be some collusion between bank and the company. Rotomac issue, where the funds were diverted diverted to other things. The value of life. At least once in a year in the newspaper in Hindu, in the center page, one article will come about guns and America. In America, holding arms is a constitutional right. Holding arms is a constitutional right. But sometimes some psychos and other people misuse these arms and they will shoot out the children in schools and theatres, all those things. And whenever this incident happens, the government promises that it will regulate and control the guns. But government is not doing anything in America to control the guns. Barack Hussein Obama promised and he tried to stop this. But conservatives have not voted in favor of Obama in this. This is the main problem. Gun culture in America is a drastic thing. For example, if you get anger for something, we will shout, we will scream. But in America, they shoot. In America, they shoot. That's the only difference. In a spur of anger, they do that. In a spur of anger. Because readily gun is available to everyone. Readily gun is available to everyone. So, they will shoot instantly. Next, the politics of artificial intelligence. The politics of artificial intelligence. In this, majorly big data, most of the data, the privacy issues, and can artificial intelligence replace man, and Industrial Revolution 4.0, Internet of Things, all these things. How artificial intelligence is used to store people's commercial data. Is it good to rely more on artificial intelligence, particularly when it comes to public data and human relations? Next important article is about for cleaner, fairer elections. 1 week back, Supreme Court directed that not just income but source of income of politicians should come out. Not just income but source of income. Those who are contesting the elections, they should not only declare their income, but what is the source of their income, their dependents' income, their spouse income, their associates' income, all these things in a judgment given in Lok Prahari case. Lok Prahari is an NGO which files various cases on public interest. Okay, this was a petition filed by Lok Prahari, and earlier in ADR, Association for Democratic Reforms versus Union of India, Supreme Court said, I think in 2002, Supreme Court said criminal antecedents of the politicians should be told before they contest elections. Again a question, why people should know where from the party is getting funding? Why people should know where from the political party is getting funding for elections? Because people should know it, because only when people understand the source of their funding, the source of their income, all the things, people will also understand their vested interest in the politics. People can also easily understand their vested interest in politics. As you all know, last year, the political parties funding up to 20,000 rupees last year, you need not tell the source of income. Now it was reduced to 2,000 rupees. Earlier, people used to transfer 19,999. They used to split their amount, 19,999. Now they are doing 1,999 rupees. Up to 2,000 you need not tell. So all these things, but people should be active, because 2019 we are going to have elections. They should be very active. And Lok Prahari case and ADR case, these two cases are very important for your prelims and mains. Lok Prahari case and ADR case, these two cases are very important. And the last article today, interview with Nasheed, the former president of Maldives. The former president of Maldives, Nasheed, says India's intervention might positively help Maldives. India's intervention in Maldives crisis might positively help Maldives. These are the important current affairs today.